Hello, this is Mr. Smith, and I have a question video. This question is concerning the government. Recently, in the mainstream media, there's been a lot of talk about torture memos, waterboarding, and so on. This prompted me to think about a somewhat hypothetical question. What would the government have to do in order for you to lose faith in the concept of government? The reason I ask this is because we shouldn't even be having this discussion about torture, whether or not it's on the table, because it's morally reprehensible. You just don't do it. It doesn't work. We've killed other people for it, and it doesn't work. It's terrible to do to anyone. It's sadistic, and it doesn't work. And it's terrible. I can go on. But, these things are happening to people with our tax dollars that are being, taken away from us. And funded, taken from us and used to fund various things that, a lot of us don't really agree with, such as the wars and the wiretapping, etc. Bailouts. A lot of things that, Americans said, hey, stop, don't do that. We don't like that. So, that's why I asked this question. What would it take for you to denounce the concept of a government? What would the government have to do to, make you seek other ways to live? Make you start thinking about different concepts of life outside of government. The founders of this country started this country because they were tired of their previous government, but they started another one. And now it's taken about 400 years, but it's grown into what we know today, where people can torture and get away with it, where people can do, any sort of terrible things to others, but as long as they're in a political office, that's high enough, they're exempt from any sort of retribution. There's no one watching the watchers. So, what? It took financial reasons and ideological reasons for the founders of this nation to break off from their government, which is in itself a huge undertaking. But what would it take for you to just shift your thinking from being governed to not being governed, to being for the concept of government, to being against it? Well, I think that's it for the question. But just think about that for a while. Let me know what you think in a comment or a video. And, feel free to rate. And feel even freer to subscribe. Have a good day. Take care.